Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. My name is Chris, the High Guy Jacobs, and today we're taking a look at a new hero. First and foremost, we're going to talk about Maxwell. This is what's going to be apparently the roulette hero, so not the awakened hero, not the transcended hero. This will be the awakened hero, so chances are he's going to be decent in the field. And, you might be able to see him, supporting in rallies and things like that, because Meat Talk should be a rally hero. This one here in general, we're looking at field battle and rider squad. Now, he's got the field battle skill, or talent tree, pardon me, which to me is probably one of the worst trees out there because of the fact that it's just travel speed and nobody gives a shit about travel speed. So it's definitely one of the ones that I'm looking at him first off the rip going to be probably a support over anything else. I don't see him leading. It's kind of like the Curse of Julian. Julian Claude is a fun line to run, and it's really kind of debuffing and slowing, and it's really good for that type of thing. It's really lacking when it comes to skill damage, just because obviously you're not generating as much skill damage with the, I believe he's got the support tree. Let me just double check so that I'm not giving you totally wrong information, because I could be doing that too, but I believe he's got, the support tree. So generating rage out of Julian is not good, which is kind of why he goes into the support role a lot of times, and which I think is what's going to happen to Maxwell. Now, I could be entirely wrong. We'll take a look at his kit and do some speculating, but this is basically what we're looking at. Field battle general rider squad hero to me already is subpar. Not going to be something that we need to compete with Nova Ethan. So let's take a look at what he does and justify and speculate about how he's going to be in field. First and foremost, we're looking at only 14,500, reducing the target's travel speed by 30%. If your travel speed is greater than the enemy's travel speed, damage factor increases to 16,500. So you're going to hit harder, sure. But again, you're not generating rage near as much, so you're not hitting as fast. Now, you're probably already going to have higher travel speed if you're using this guy, because you've already got higher base travel speed as a rider anyways. So, unless your opponents are running heavy movement speed buffs, you're probably going to have the higher travel speed regardless. Which means you're looking at 16,500. Now, again, that's no 18,500 that we see on Nova. So again, we're only looking at 14,000 to 16,000 as kind of your consistency. Now we got a rider attack increase by 50% and travel speed increase by 25% with an increased damage dealt to targets with a travel speed lower than self by 10%. So the faster you are, the more damage you're going to do. You're going to see a lot of heroes that already provide travel speed. So having Elena, for example, or Daryl, for example, I believe Aaron even gives you travel speed. Right? So we got 20% travel speed from Aaron. You've got, I think, 20% travel speed from Elena. So any of those heroes, I think even he has a travel speed, a 21% travel speed. So a Daryl... Daryl Maxwell March looks pretty decent, to be able to at least increase some of that damage. And I'll be honest with you, a Max Squad 50% Rider Squad increase is kind of ridiculous, just coming out of a regular one. So I don't understand how we're getting to 50%, because this is just, it's going to be here where we're getting the extra 50% when he gets him awakened. That's what I was just thinking. I'm like, how is that even the case? So it's going to go to 40% with a 20% travel speed, and then once you have them awakened, then you're getting a 50% travel speed, a 25% or a 50% attack buff, 25% travel speed, and then increasing damage dealt to targets with travel speed lower than self by 10% with that extra little buff. So obviously he wants to benefit from travel speed, but as I said, as a rider, you're going to be naturally getting that and actually having that. Especially with him traveling, increasing his own travel speed by 25%. So Daryl and Maxwell, for example, going to hit very, very hard. Chances are you're going to have a higher travel speed than your opponent already, just by base without having to add new travel speed. And if you did want to flop it around so that you're leading with Maxwell to guarantee that damage, and sacrificing the amount of skills that you're putting off, you have that option as well. But I'll be honest with you, I still think he's going to be supporting someone like Elena, someone like Daryl, something along those lines. Next, we have increase a rider HP by 30%, which is a decent amount, with a reduction in AoE damage taken by 15%. Now, that's a big one since AoE is such a big deal. This isn't a bad buff by any stretch. I'll take a reduction in 15% reduction on AoE damage pretty much any day of the week. Like I said, there's so much AoE damage that's happening in this game. A cut to AoE damage and a flat AoE damage reduction of 15% is pretty powerful. So this isn't looking too bad. Next, we've got aerial suppression when not in a rally or garrison. So when he's in the field, decreases the target's travel speed by 30% for 3 seconds when entering battle. Also deals damage to the target every 10 seconds and reapplies the decrease in speed. So every 10 seconds, you're going to punch him in the face when you're in consistent fights. But again, this is just when you're going to be chasing someone down. Because at the end of the day, you know, it becomes a situation where you're not going to be engaged for 10 seconds in battle very often, especially in the field. Even 10, 15, 20 seconds of battle consistency is, you know, it's not every time. Typically, you're hitting and missing and hitting and running and hitting and running. And, you know, maybe you'll get to 10 seconds. Maybe you'll get to 20 seconds. But anytime you're looking at only reapplying, like, you'll get maybe one trigger and then you'll, you know, 1 or 2 triggers in a fight before it's irrelevant. So, yeah, it's a nice 4,000 bonus damage. And again, a 30%, you know, reduction in travel speed. It's all just travel speed stuff, and I'm not really one to care about that so much because, like I said, riders already have the advantage in travel speed. They're already going to be faster than infantry. They're already way faster than range. So they're already getting the bonus damage. And you gave him a field battle to be able to synergize more with his need for speed. But truth is, you've got so many other heroes that are providing so much speed as it is. I don't think that's going to be a huge problem. Like I said, Daryl's 21%, him 25%, Elena 20%. I mean, there's so many decent speed buffs for the heroes that you have to run that chances are you're going to be running higher travel speed with most people anyways, you know, to guarantee that extra damage. So Maxwell's looking pretty decent. I think my biggest problem that I'm having with the character like this, number one, the character design is pretty garbage. We're absolutely shifting away from the survival into this more like techno kind of, you know, steampunk kind of stuff that we've been dealing with, cyberpunk, I guess you would call it. And that to me is kind of a really weird shift. We kind of need some consistency. I would prefer some consistency in the hero designs. I mean, we've got everything from, you know, this type of hero to Nova, which is just out there, to now Maxwell, who's in a winged suit. You know what I mean? So like, it just becomes weird to me where they're kind of getting their development from. And kind of lackluster by the end of it. I mean, yeah, he's going to do damage. 16,500 is nothing to gawk at. You know, we're ramping up hero damage so quickly that 16,500 is so much more than, you know, Julia, so much more than Miyamoto, unless you have the skin. I mean, like, it becomes insurmountable. But it's, again, no 18,500 like we're seeing on Nova. So, although Maxwell's going to be a nice hero to add to the mix, I don't see him re-changing the meta or redesigning anything or kind of changing anything by any stretch. All right. Good little addition. Interesting to look at. For once, we have a male representing a bulge. So that's by its own right kind of hilarious. But the overall, you know, premonition for me is that, yes, he'll be good. And yes, he's going to hit hard. But let's be honest. I mean, at the end of the day, he's no Aaron. He's no Janet Aaron. So the damage, I don't think, is going to be near as bursty or as consistent as something like Janet Aaron or even Felix Janet. But it'll be a good addition to a Daryl, like a Daryl Maxwell line will be good. Or a Elena Maxwell line will be decent, things like that. So you'll have some playability within that. And don't get me wrong, he's got good buffs. A 30% HP and a 50% attack buff when he's awakened is nothing to gawk at. But again, it's nothing in comparison to the you know, consistent changing debuffing that we're getting now from ranged. We're even getting debuffing now here in the speed. And don't get me wrong, it's just travel speed and some AoE damage reduction. But you know, we're starting to see some shared debuff out of both of the marches, which is kind of annoying because it's taking away from the prospect of what infantry does. So, but with that all being said, I hope you guys have been having fun with this. Maxwell, like I said, will be a hero you'll want to add if you're a rider main, if you're an infantry or ranged. Just be watching out for it. Unfortunately, they're going to be doing a lot more hitting and running than ever before, which kind of sucks because to me, that's kind of like the worst way to play the game. which is why I'm not a rider main, but it is what it is. But that being said, guys, I hope you guys are having fun. If you are, don't forget, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, fill the notification bell, and don't forget to share this with your friends. We are streaming 6 days a week right on the YouTube and now on Twitch. Feel free to check us out, twitch.tv/thehighguy, and join us over there 6 days a week, or right here on YouTube 6 days a week from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Central Time. And I don't mean Central Standard. We don't change our clocks. I'm talking Central Time. My clocks never change. So that's typically 1400 to 2 o'clock UTC. If you're running like me and you're running on UTC time, we're going to be there. So if you want to come join out the chat, join the community, feel free. And as always, love, peace, chicken grease. And until next time, stay lifted.
Yeah. Check it. 1, 2, mic check. Yeah. Check it. 1, 2, mic check. Feeling alright. Everything's right tonight. Come on, sing with me now. Sunrise peeking through my window pane. Another day dawning, washing away the rain. Yeah. Got that good vibration flowing in my soul. Yeah. No time for bad mind, losing all control. Yeah. I've been rising up from the shadows down below. Let the rhythm take me, watch my spirit grow. Oh, stay lifted, keep your head up high. Feeling so gifted, reaching for the sky. Every moment cherish, every single beat. Stay lifted, can't be beat, no defeat. Yeah. Walking down the street with a smile upon my face, sharing good energy, spreading love and grace. See the people grooving to the rhythm, sweet embrace. Forget your worries, find your happy place. From the mountains high to the oceans wide and deep, these good vibes I'm sending, promises I keep. Oh, stay lifted, keep your head up high. Feeling so gifted, reaching for the sky. Every moment cherish, every single beat. Stay lifted, can't be beat, no defeat. Yeah. When the troubles come like a storm in the night, find your inner sunshine, fill your heart with light. Let the music guide you, make everything alright. Yeah, hold on tight.